Good morning. The Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation will come to order. This morning we will be having a hearing on securing U.S. leadership in emerging compute technologies, or in other words, what do we do with the CHIPS and science money and the actual appropriations that we need to get to keep our competitive edge in compute science. So very distinguished panel here this morning to discuss this very important issue. I would like to welcome all of them. In August, the President signed the Bipartisan CHIPS and Science Act into law with historic commitment to U.S. technology leadership. This hearing is about ensuring what we do as a nation to keep that commitment by building the workforce needed to stay competitive in the most leading edge and consequential computational disciplines. Leading the world in computation grows the economy, creates new jobs, and keeps America safe. Computing helped put Americans on the moon, develop faster and stealthier planes, better weather forecasting, artificial intelligence for precision agriculture. That is why the CHIPS and Science Act was so focused on building America's computing capabilities. America knows that the new law invested more than $50 billion into chip manufacturing, and they already are seeing results. The groundbreakings and announcements in Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina, and even in my home state of Washington have all put manufacturing resurgence to a point of gaining steam. But just as important in the law is the focus on research and workforce development in 10 key technology areas. 4 of these areas, artificial intelligence, semiconductors, quantum science, and distributed ledger technologies, deal with improving computation. Job openings in these areas are soaring, but the number of workers definitely is not keeping pace. It is a crisis. That is why the CHIPS and Science Act authorized $13 billion for STEM education, including funds for nearly 40,000 scholarships, fellowships, and traineeships. That is why it has money for faculty hiring and training. And make no mistake, America's workforce shortages are serious, and failing to make these investments and failing to retain the talent from the round of the world is not an option. With 6 decades of AI development, computers now operate vehicles, translate languages, create art, help on the factory floor, and most of you know in this room are probably carrying AI technologies right now. But AI doesn't work alone, and it's far from perfect. AI must be trained by humans and must often be partnered with the human in doing the work, and that means we need a generation of AI literate workers. A recent Georgetown study supported that we will add 1 million AI jobs between 2019 and 2029. AI requires vast amounts of information and excellent data retrieval capabilities, which is one of the promises of distributed ledger technologies. But in the computer science, a foundational discipline for this technology, universities are turning away students because the supply of teachers isn't keeping up with demand. The country that combines the power of quantum computing with artificial intelligence could make an insurmountable leap forward in technology and rewrite the rules of the road for cybersecurity, for creating medical innovations, and saving thousands of lives in developing battlefield technologies. The nation faces a shortage of quantum talent, with fewer than 5% of U.S. PhDs in relevant fields focusing on quantum science. So the stakes are high. The international competition is mounting. Funding for CHIPS and science must not stop with the appropriations for chip manufacturing. America needs access to better chips, but it also needs the research and workforce to put those chips to use. So that is why I'm proud to have with us one of our witnesses, Dr. Albritton, who we'll hear from shortly. Washington is a leader in emerging computational technology. Seattle has the nation's 3rd largest AI workforce. The University of Washington is one of the nation's top institutions for AI. In the Spokane region, home to more than 7,000 farms and ranches, WSU leads the Institute on Agriculture AI with a focus on AI-enabled workforce, and companies like Amazon, Microsoft, T-Mobile, and Starbucks are applying distributed ledger technologies to telecommunications and supply chain. And we're building the quantum workforce through the efforts like the University of Washington's Quantum X Institute, which is creating a graduate certificate program in quantum science. With the CHIPS and Science Act, I hope to see Washington continue to grow this leadership in developing a workforce. Each of these technologies will face challenges, But if America is to lead, we need to continue to lead in talent. So I look forward to hearing from the distinguished panel today. And I'll now turn to the ranking member for his opening statement.